G'day guys, it's Al here from Al and Imo Handmade, and today I'm going to show you how to build this timber towel and blanket ladder. For this project I used Vic Ash hardwood I had laying around the workshop and some hardwood dowel. Using a bullnose bit I did a test run on a scrap piece of timber, and once happy with the finish I clamped my side rail to my workbench and routed all 4 edges. Then I cut my side rails to length with a 10-degree angle cut on the bottom and a square cut on the top. I used my bullnose bit to route the top edges. This step is a little tricky, so make sure you do some test runs on some scrap timber. I cut all of my dowels to length, and you can access all of the measurements for this project at alandimo.com.au. Once all of my pieces were cut, I sanded the side rails with 120 grit orbital sander and used hand sandpaper for the rungs. I marked out my centers on the 2 side rails for where I wanted to attach my rungs. I also marked the centers on the end of each rung. I marked my 3mm drill bit, making sure it would sink in 2/3 of the dowel length. And using my center marks, I pre-drilled my holes in both the side rails and the rungs. I switched to my 9.5mm drill bit, marked it to the same depth, and carefully drilled each hole and then cleaned up the holes with my sander. I glued and hammered the dowels into one side rail, making sure to use waterproof glue, as this will be used in a wet area later on. I then glued and fitted each rung to the side, and repeated this step on the other side, using a rubber mallet to get a tight fit. I clamped each rung, alternating the clamps to stop any twisting. Once dry, I used a chisel and hand sandpaper to clean up any remaining glue. Now that my ladder was complete, I used a hard wax oil to seal my piece, which protects the timber and brings out the natural feature. And that's it guys. You can access this step-by-step instructions and measurements for this project at alandimo.com.au.